Hey, good morning, everyone. We have an hour and a half. It says live video starting. This is always the point where I just never know whether it's really live or whether it's really not. But, it says it is. So, we are here. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I can't see any comments. I don't know what's going on with this thing. So, let me check, and I just need to get things a little bit straight here. Facebook is always a little iffy. I see that I'm live right now. I can see it. I can see 8 people. And I need to turn my volume down so I don't have to listen to me. And, I can see my comments. There you are, everybody. Hello. Happy Saturday. I sat down and I realized, oops, I was going to bring a little mask. Dang it. To have a little Halloween fun. And I forgot. But I got everything else, I think. So, hello, everybody. I saw that Cindy's Cindy out in, I think she's from Cali. Not sure. Anyway. Woo, hi, Tina. She's up. It's 7 o'clock there. It's like early there. She's up, dressed, ready to go. Yay, Ohio and Minneapolis. Tell me where you're from. Morning, Carol. Hi, Brian. Speaking of Brian, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Brian is so good to us. So good to all of us. So, I did forget my mask. Sorry. I have several. I have a lot. I could probably have a Halloween sale for costumes, really. Okay. I had to open my little door. I wish you guys could see. I decided to open my window. Our house sits on a little 20-acre lake, and my oak tree is in full bloom, so it's bright red this morning, and it's just gorgeous. So I opened my window so I could see it. San Diego, need coffee. Hello, my darling Victor. All right, doesn't it drive you crazy when they really don't get to the whole video? They just sit here and talk. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, but we are going to have us some fun today. So get your typing hands ready. Okay, I have prizes to give away. I have myself a little list here, and on the top of the list it says record. So I have the cards in record, and I always forget to do that. Okay. So I have my little post-it note, so I'm going to tell you guys, okay? First off, we have a new release. I'm going to show you that. It has been a massive success. People have gone crazy. We've sold out of stuff already. It's really amazing. Did it a little different this time. We only released 2 dies, and we have 2 new dress-up characters and funny bones, which makes it really affordable. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Let's see. Hello, Miss Tia. For those of you guys that don't know, Tia is one of our amazing designers. You'll see her cards in a minute. Second, for those of you following along, okay, do you know what this is? How many of you have actually gotten one of these? All right? Yes. Now, the way that you're going to win prizes, if you do not know, from me, is by leaving a comment in the comment section while I do my presentation, okay? Then we will choose our prizes. Somebody is going to get to choose 10 funny bones of your own choosing. That's my first prize. So you get to pick out any 10 you want, okay? The next prize, I believe, is the new dress-up donkey and squirrel. If you haven't seen it, it is ridiculous, okay? Hilarious. And then the third one is, the cards I make. Somebody's going to get the cards I make. I send those out. It's so fun. But one of our specials, sorry, I'm cooking a little bit. I put on my K-State sweatshirt, and it's really toasty down here. Not supposed to be, but it is. So normally in the month of October, you guys are getting 1 ticket for every order over $25. Okay, 1 ticket. And I've already done a double ticket weekend where you would get 2 tickets. Now I'm going to give you a way to get a ticket without even making a purchase, but we want you to make a purchase. But This is to get extra tickets, right? All right, on our Facebook fan page, all you have to do is post a Riley card that you've made. Okay, not somebody else's. A Riley card. Don't use other people's stamps because we sell stamps. You guys know that. We've got over 900 funny bones, so you can find something. I have seen some amazing cards. When you do that, I will grab the tickets pretty soon, and I am going to write your name on one, and then I will text message you the number so you have the number with your other tickets. Okay? You can put as many cards out as you want. Absolutely. Okay? For those of you, don't post under my post that announced it. Go to the fan page and make your own post. And if you don't know how, just ask me and I'll show you. Let's see. And finally, the big one that everybody, oh, what am I giving away with the tickets? I mean, no, we're just getting you guys to keep them and to see who gets the most. I'm joking. November 1st, I'm going to go live. Okay. And I'm giving away 4 $50 gift cards. I will draw from the ticket numbers. Okay. I will draw live from a bucket or something. And you guys know me. I'll have way more than that to give away. So, but the pink tickets are everything. Why are they pink? Because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Why am I so big into that? Because I had breast cancer, which got me this short hair, but I'm all good now. Get your mammogram. That is my message. Big one. Get your mammogram. Get it scheduled. Okay? Please do it. Do it for you. Do it for your family. Do it for your husband. Do it for yourself. Okay? And I think that's it. Oh, yes, the big one. The big one. There's 1 week left. One. Halloween at midnight, I am shutting off the MFT Clearance Center. All right, the My Favorite Things. For those of you guys that do not know, I'm so glad Brian gave me an hour and a half today. For those of you guys that do not know, the owner of My Favorite Things, Kim Vanderstanden, and I are friends. And she closed down My Favorite Things, but had some leftover inventory. So I told her that we could liquidate it on our site. No biggie. It's there, and it all went 75% off yesterday. Okay, it's under the My Favorite Things clearance on our website. Get it. The orders have been nuts since I sent that out. 75% off. Like, you can get ink pads for $2.25, I think. And they're great inks. So, anywho, let's see. You guys want to see what's new? Yes. I wish you guys could talk to me. I do. I talk to myself quite fine, but I wish you could talk back. All right. So, new release. And we've got some fabulous cards. Okay? Let me show you. All right. First off, you guys have to see these. Okay? You have to see these. Ignore my little, I wrote on my piece of paper. So, we have 2 brand new dress-up characters. Look at these, you guys. They are ridiculous how cute they are. Ridiculous. Okay? This is our stand-up donkey. This is our squirrel, our new squirrel. No, neither of them have names yet, but we probably should make names for them. There's a special on these. Both stamps, both dies. Okay? It is a fabulous price. I think it's like $50 or something close to this. Okay? Something close to that. I will show you. Look at this. Isn't he cute? All right. For those of you that do not know, they're new to this, and you do not know what dress up is like paper dolls, but with really super cute animals. Okay. We are now up to, I believe, 12 animals and 43 accessory sets. All right. The more sets you have, the more fun you have. Seriously. Here's our donkey. And look at that. Oh my God, aren't they cute? They're ridiculous. So adorable. I'm not sure if I have the videos up there yet. If I don't, I will. Okay, the squirrel is Laura Lee. Yes, that stopped me in my tracks. So Laura Lee said, I love that ass. Huh, that might be a really cute stamp, wouldn't it? Anyway, that is the donkey and the squirrel, brand new, special for both of those. Then this time I did just a 2-die release. Okay, so these are the dies. All right. Instead of going broad with all kinds of different products, I just went really awesome this time. This is our gingerbread background, and look at this. It is card size, all right? Big A2 card size. And this is Joy. It comes with, what are these things? Holly, yeah. And 2 sizes of ornaments with dies that can cut more than one at once. And a bow, and this is an outline die. And you can make something like that. Look at these cards. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Very simple. That has to be one of my favorites. Just snowflakes, everything snowflakes, and blue glitter. Blue glitter paper. There's another one. Dolores and Kelly went bananas on these. Yep. Look at this. Is this not fabulous? Okay. What she did on this is she just cut it out of white to start with, and it will give you the outline. It'll give you the whole entire outline at once. You just poke out the in-betweens. Then you fill it, and she cut it out again on craft paper or brown paper, and then you just start filling this in. This one she did twice. She used the white, put the white ones underneath, and put this on top, so it's 3D. I wish you guys could see it. It's kind of 3D. And all these little buttons on there. Absolutely adorable. So that is the dies. You get both of these for $30, you guys. These specials are going to end this weekend, so grab them. If you have not already, grab them. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to run through the funny bones with you real quick. All right. And for those of you guys that know that I do a Tanya's Take, look at these card samples. I'll show you all of them. For those of you guys that know I do the Tanya's Take on this, which is the Karen Burniston pop-ups, wait till you see my card. All right, I'll show you at the very end, so that will make you want to come back. All right, here is the gingerbread backgrounds. Funny Bones, new Funny Bones says, if you binge eat Christmas cookies while you binge watch Christmas movies, they'll cancel each other out. It's science. Yeah, true, right? Makes sense to me. Look at this one. I love this. Yes, it's Wondering Midge. Looking into essential oils. Which one is it that calms other people down? Chloroform? It's chloroform, isn't it? Yeah. Chonky Donkey. Oh, his name is Chonky. That's what we're going to call him. I need to write it down. Hang on. Hang on. See, I squirreled. I squirrel. I'm sorry. But his name is going to be Chonky. Chonky is the donkey's name. Okay. So, isn't that fun? Made a little pocket in there. Am I perfect? No. But do I try my best to use up my craft supplies before buying more? Also no. Oh, this is so me. This is so me. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face definitely will. Yeah. For the poo up video, Kathy, she says, I have my alarm set up for the poo up video, so I don't miss it. I think she means pop up. Yes. And yes, I have my coffee. For those of you that are friends with me on my personal page, you will know that I am in the middle of my pumpkin spice run for the year, and I buy everything pumpkin spice that I can find. And then I taste it all and put reviews out on my Facebook page. I think I'm up to 20 this year. Well, in my coffee, yes, is pumpkin spice rum chata. Yeah, friend me to see the reviews later. I ate healthy and exercised today. I better wake up skinny. She trimmed the cow down. I just think it's so cute. Oh. I'm going to mention Luciana and Tia and Dolores. All of them have done amazing cards. That way I don't have to turn them over and figure out who that was. Okay. As we gather together this holiday season, may our hearts be grateful, our mugs be full, and our pants be stretchy. Isn't this gorgeous? Great blending on the back. This is our snowflake corner. Love that. This is insane. Okay. Too early. Oh, yeah, Kathy. All right. Whoever has a voodoo doll of me, please take some stuffing out. I need to lose weight. Mm-hmm. I cracked up on this. These are our dress-up bunny and panda. Is that hilarious? She just cut the ears off here and drew in all the stitches. This was hilarious. Thank you, Dolores. And I love this. It's voodoo doll paper. Whoever has a voodoo doll of me, please take some stuffing out. Again, I need to lose weight. Chunky. Chunky the donkey. Okay. And this is also me. When I get a headache, I take 2 aspirin and I keep away from children. Just like it says on the bottle. Uh-huh. It is. Mr. Chunky. Look at this. Isn't that cute? Luciana always comes up with like the funnest things. This, if you guys were on the stress-free card making, you saw me make this, right? Isn't this great? Another Dolores and Kelly creation. I noticed the squirrels are beginning to gather nuts for winter. A couple of my friends are missing. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, and another one. Look at this. Another, if my face doesn't say it. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face will. Love this card. I might have to do one of these to show you guys how to do it. I just love it. Love it. Anything that moves like that, I just love. Okay. Me in January stuffs all the tangled lights and broken ornaments into a box. Me in December. Damn it. And I have totes full to prove that. These little lights are from one of our dress-up sets, and I love them because you can use them absolutely everywhere. They stamp out like that. They die cut like that. They're so much fun. Right. Okay, I'm saving this one for a second. I love this saying so much. I'm not sure if everybody else does, but I think this is hilarious, and I would totally do this. Get well soon. I don't know why you're feeling poor, but I'm telling everyone it was a pole dancing accident. Yes. Yes, I would do that. Miss Heather made this one. Oh, I do have some cards from Heather. I don't know if Heather's on here, but I do. Had a little UPS incident. For those of you out of the country shipping into the United States, I would not recommend using UPS. UPS assessed me a $20 carrier charge. Not duty, not tariffs. No, all that was extra, and Heather paid I think $20-some to get it here, and UPS wanted another $21 to bring it to my door. Like, isn't that their job? No, I refused it. I'm like, $21 for what? Just something they assessed. If we all switched to cursive and stick shift cars, we could cripple an entire generation. This is a true story. Yes, it is. I say that manufacturers just make standard transmission cars and we all just drive stick shifts for a while. Very expressive eyes. He could read my face. I have expressive hands. Yeah, okay. The charade of being a responsible adult has gone on long enough. Okay, another one with me in December. Love this paper. It's fabulous. Me in January. That's what I do. Okay. I'm dreaming of a wine Christmas. Yeah, the ugly, I know this is the winter sets. And this is from the cocktail sets, I believe. Also has a lampshade. And this is the winter set as well. Here's another I'm dreaming of a wine Christmas for those of you that like pink flamingos. Look at that bottle of wine, some Christmas lights. Isn't that adorable? Love it. That's Miss Tia. Here's another if we switch to cursive. Yes, isn't that fabulous? I just brought them all. Normally I just pick one or two, but I just brought them all this time. And this is so very true. I actually put perfume on for you guys in the morning. Serious. I really do. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like I'm, together, I guess. Few people understand how much work it takes to be such a hot mess. Yes. Also me. My last words will probably be oops. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, yeah, look at that. You can see it. Here's another. If you binge eat Christmas cookies while you binge watch Christmas movies, they'll cancel each other out. Yes, it's science. And as we gather, these are probably going to be mostly repeats. Here's one with a little pop-up. Our hearts be grateful, our mugs be full, and our pants be stretchy. That is the Karen Burniston mug, coffee and tea mug pop-up. So easy. Okay, so I've got to both of them. All right, we'll do this. This is the the new whirly wheel Karen Burniston pop-up. Are you ready? I love using them together. Tia loves using them together. Huh? What do donkeys send out around Christmas? What's Chunky send out around Christmas? Yuletide greetings! I love it. So what she used, this is the sleigh in the ugly sweater set. She masked it and put Chunky behind. And look at that. This little thing looks like once you close it, it looks like the chimney. Isn't that great? All right. Again, what do donkeys send out around Christmas? Yes. He's sledding down a hill. Yuletide greetings. And again, see, I told you I just brought tons of them to show you just so you guys could see. My mouth doesn't say it, my face will. Yipper. Expressive eyes. Okay. The charade of being a responsible adult. This is a great card for men. I love this. All right. I'm dreaming of a wine Christmas. This is the dress up snow globe set. So much fun. Okay. Here's one that we haven't seen. Yay. And there's one we haven't seen. I don't want to lose my time. So, and we've seen that. If anybody look at this, sunglasses on Felix. Is that a hoot? Yes. All right. When I get a headache. Yeah. 2 aspirin. Stay away from children. Should fix it. Please take some stuffing. I need to lose weight. Thanks. Chunky's got a fuzzy chest. Here's with the squirrels. These are with the new dress ups. Look at that. If it involves early morning sweating or people, then no. And I love how she did this. This is just folded back. It's really cool. Just fold down. Another squirrel one for you guys to see. Yes. This is our tree overlay. Aren't they fun? It has a little tab. Let me show you. I just happen to have it here, strangely enough. There's a little tab right here that you fold over, and it tucks in between the front and the back, and you don't see it, so it just gives you a little overlay. And I noticed the squirrels are gathering nuts. Yes. You know when you go outside sometimes and you find really cool stuff and you put it in your pocket and then you forget about it and then you wash your clothes and then it shows up again? Mine yesterday was acorns. Yeah, that doesn't make me a squirrel, but I found a whole bunch of acorns. Yeah. They're little bitty, teeny weeny tiny acorns. I just thought they were the cutest thing, so I stuck a bunch in my pocket and thought, yeah, I'll probably forget these. Sure enough, being able to button my pants after Thanksgiving will be the real miracle on 34th Street. Yes. All right. Terrible at hiding gifts. An hour later, I'm like, you want to know what I got you? This is so me. I cannot buy Christmas gifts in July. I can't do it. I absolutely cannot do it. And then I'll see the person and I'll get so excited and go, you know what? I got you an early Christmas present. So just don't worry about it. I just won't get you anything for Christmas. Yes, I do. Of course. Look at this. So cute. This is our arches, our stacked arches, right? Okay. And then you fold it down. Isn't that a cute card? Dolores and Kelly nailed. Oh my God, this is one of my favorites. Yeah, I like anything oceanic. I love to dive, all that good stuff too. Yeah, the buffering. It's saying, I'm not getting it, but it's saying that it is, and that's. I hope it's really not annoying, but okay. Anywho, so my last word will probably be oops. Look at that. Tia made this. She just folded over the corners and made it into a little box card. Love it. And finally, the squirrel again. All right, there's a special on all of the funny bones, of course. All right. And hang on a minute. I commented and then lost all of the comments because I moved ya. There we go. Alrighty. Now I have them back. Have all your comments back so I can see what you're saying. Okay. Anybody want to make some cards? I want to make some cards. All right. Let's see. It's telling me drop frames. It is having issues, isn't it? I don't know if I can change my settings in here. Hang on. No, I can't. All right. Oh, hello, we are back. My apologies. My apologies. Don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it just said, yeah, no streaming. Lovely. All right, technology. It's insane. So, thank you guys. I don't know where it left off at. I thought I caught it. Let's see. We're going to make some cards. So, we are going to start with, okay, it says live now. That's what I'm going to go with, okay? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Stop this madness. Okay. Okay, yay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for refreshing. I know, it was madness. So hopefully that will end the, it's still freezing. Lovely. All right. I'm going to continue on and hopefully we can get through this. I do not know. We're having storms and it's very cloudy and everything, and we live out in the country, so that could be part of the problem. So I'm going to continue on with my pumpkin card, okay? Brian can see me. He can hear me. Good. This is awesome. So we will start with this card. I was mentioning that the papers were from Photoplay. However, they are no longer in business. Makes me very sad. All right, so what we're going to do is you have this piece that is completely scored for you. So we're just going to fold it back and forth, okay? And it's a little hard in the directions to kind of figure out. They play with your mind a little bit on which is front and which is up and which is down. So I put the little words there for you. So what you're going to do is it's going to look like an M when we start, okay? So first thing we're going to do is find our papers that line up, all right? This is the inside, and they're just going to be like that. Then there's going to be oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this goes on the outside, just like that. This, and make sure you get the right ones because they look the same, but they're not the same. See how this one's shorter than the other one? Okay, these are just single layer on the inside, so that's what we want to start with. The ones for the fronts are double layer, okay? So don't make the mistake of using the wrong layers. So let's just go ahead. Now with mine, on this paper, I used just my sponge, a little bit of ink, and I just, see how this is white core? Watch, I will make that disappear. I know, it's magic, isn't it? And I just go along all the edges, all right, on every one of them. Yeah, I had several people, I'm going to go ahead and do this with all of these. I had several people ask for kits when we were out, and I would love to make more, except we ran out of paper. So I could not. Yeah, the photoplay thing was a bit of a shock to a lot of people. The Avery L was also a bit of a shock, which brings me to folks. Man, shop these local companies when you can, please. Just like stores. I've 2 or 3 stores. This week I saw. We're struggling and they're just tired of fighting it. So the tariffs are absolutely killing us, the manufacturers, and small store. Just support your local stuff. That's why Brian does this. He gives you guys entertainment, and for us, he hopes that you shop at our place of business, our online store. And there we go. So I am just going to use my zip dry. And you guys are thinking, zip dry? What's zip dry? If you notice, I moved that around while it was still on, while it was still wet. I love this. Zip dry is the best glue on the planet. All you have to do is put it on the edge like this. And if you're a talker like me, and you accidentally stick it on like that, right? If this was a tape runner or something like that, you would have to pull that off, and chances are you're going to ruin one of the pieces of paper. Not with zip dry. Watch this. It lets me move it while it's wet. See how this edge is too much and this is not? Watch this. It will let me move it and get it absolutely perfect. If it runs out on the edges like that, all you do is rub it off because it's just like rubber cement. And for those of you guys that have purchased it, it's the good stuff. It's all I use for big pieces like this. Yeah, the video's not being nice. And it could very well be because it's cloudy here and we run off satellite. Okay, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do this. Okay, so just like that, the inside panels are done. Now this piece, okay, is, I just figured out that I'm missing some tape. Okay, you fold it like this, and you fold it like this. This is what your platform is going to attach to, and this is what's going to attach to your cards. And you are going to need some very sticky tape for that. And I need to just reach around here and grab some. Okay, I just use double stick tape for this because it adheres real quickly and it won't come off. All right, so we're going to put a strip of that back here and a strip here. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 strips on this. And there. So on this one, we'll just take this off and peel back my little extra. Okay, and then we're going to fold them back how they were, just like that, just like that. And we're going to line this up right in the center. Now if you have something really tall, you could put it down here. Okay, it goes anywhere. For my case, I'm just going to put it right in the middle, about there. Did I mention somebody's going to win this card? Yes! Pretty cool, huh? So this is what provides the pop-up piece. And then we're just going to let that sit for a second. We're going to come back here and we're going to go with this. All right, I'm also going to take my ink. On my fall cards, I'd use Distress ink on almost everything. It just gives it a little something, right? And if your bottle gets towards the end, just take it off. So now it's on my hands, right? It's like rubber cement, so you just rub it off, and ta-da! Yeah. Okay. And see, I got that right in here. I love this die set. This is our rectangle stacks. I don't know what they're called. Heck, I don't know. You guys that know. Aw, Shanks Panty. All right. Now, I highly suggest, if you can, run out and get this pad. If you did not get this kit, get this pad. These papers are what makes these cards so beautiful. Anyway, so next, when I did mine, I took 3 individual pumpkins from the papers, okay? And then I realized, but wait, one of the papers has the 3 anyway, right? So all I'm going to do is take these, and I'm just going to fussy cut, not well, but fussy cut. You guys have no idea how much I dislike fussy cutting because I have no patience fussy cutting. I really don't. And around. I do have a little tip for fussy cutting if you're out there and you hate to cut. All right, hold your scissors in one place, move your paper when you fussy cut. So if you watch, my scissors are not moving, my paper is. Okay. I don't remember who told me that, but it was a long time ago. All right, so now I have these guys pre-done. I can put them there and they fit perfectly. Right? So much easier than cutting out 3 and gluing them together. All right, so put a little inky on their edge too. Give them a little bit of character. This here. Just like that. What? It is not, Paula. Is it National Fussy Cutting? It is not. Really? Are you fooling with me? Miss Pollock, are you fooling with me? Yeah, see, you people that love to fussy cut, Lois, I see you. You people that love to fussy cut, have patience. You have lots of them. You probably got all of them, you know, from us. You probably got mine because I have none. 0. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are just going to take this, get it nice and centered before you push it down. Okay, and look at that when your card opens up. Easy. It is National Fussy Cutting Day? Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, so we have the inside done. Really simple, right? So now all we have to do is the fronts. I don't know what's on there, but that's where these last papers come in. Alrighty, and I'm gonna go and just run along the edge with those. Run along that. Have you guys tried any pumpkin spice stuff? Right? Yes, you have sound. Turn your sound up. Sound up. And yeah, on my webpage, I have done like 20 of them this year. It seems like everybody has pumpkin spice stuff. It's kind of become a little trendy, which is sad because now they're putting pumpkin spice names. There are a couple Facebook events for the day-to-day, for National Fussy Cutting Day. Holy cow. Yeah, so pumpkin spice things, wowza. All right, so I tried a ton of them. I put all of my recommendations and I give them ratings from 0 to 10, unless they taste nothing like pumpkin spice, and then they get a nothing rating, which is the worst. So, have you guys tried any pumpkin spice stuff that I need to? Oh, Victor, really? I thought we were friends, man. Really? Wow. Wow. Can I have all yours? It's okay. Yes, Harvest by Cartabella. I'm gonna put this here. Harvest by Cartabella. Yeah. All of you people that don't like pumpkin spice, and that's totally fine. I get it. But I do want yours. So now we need to figure out where we're going to put our brads, okay? I don't want to put this on and then poke my hole because you'll see it from the back. I want to hide this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure down. This is a 5.5 inch card. So I'm going to measure down 2 3/4 inches, and I'm going to bring it in about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to put a little dot right there. All right, I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to measure down 2 3/4. Okay, and then you just take a hole punch where you measured to. In there. So now we have 2 holes, and we are going to put our brads through. Seems like a lot of pumpkin spice iced coffee at McDonald's. Wow, really? All right. Okay, so we're going to bend those in so they don't come out, right? Then we're going to do this on this side. I'm going to do pumpkin spice goldfish. No. Really? All right, well, I'm actually going to do, so we're going to close our card, and we're going to glue these on the front now that we have our brads on, so it hides the brad. So I'm going to do a final post of things that never should have been made pumpkin spice. It is going to be hilarious. Yes. I can't believe they actually did that post. Pumpkin spice goldfish. I gotta write that down. Chonky and goldfish. Okay, so see, when I have this brad, when I glue that down, you can't see it on the other side. That's what we want. And we'll do the same with this one. Of course, the original pumpkin spice was not original, but for the land, the original that started was Starbucks latte. And now everything. Beard oil. Are you kidding me? Okay. And there we have it. Look. So all you're going to do, and see how these are off? We're going to move this up just a bit, and we're going to move that down just a bit. Okay? And the next thing we do is we're just going to start with this, kind of get it in the middle. We're going to wrap one way and the other way. And we're just going to cross it and wrap it again and bring it to the middle. And then we're going to tie a bow. And that's all. Oopsie. There we go. Now we're going to tie a bow. You stop being fussy with me. All right, everybody's sitting there going, is she gonna be able to do it? Is she gonna be able to do it? Yes, it's the little things, the little fussy cutting, bow making. All right, ta-da! Done. All right, so that is this card. We are completely done with that. So we're going to set it aside, and somebody's gonna win it. All right, when we rewatch these, does it freeze then too? I don't know, but when you rewatch it, you can't make comments to win. So that's another thing. You can definitely rewatch it later, and I don't think it does unless you have a problem on your end buffering. All right, so let's make the super easy one real quick, and then I'll know how much time I have left. So this is the card that we are going to make now. All right. Incredibly easy. You guys are going to love this, and you're going to use this layout a lot, okay? I'm going to take my card, and it's pre-scored. I am just going to fold it in half. Then I am going to take my largest piece, and I'm just going to glue it down. All right. I'm going to go right along my edge. And this is where zip dry comes in handy too. Barbara, yes, we do sell the card kits. However, they are sold out. You have to get in quick when we do kits. Wait until you guys see what we are using for the December kit. Oh, so cute. And we're also doing another tag kit because that one was incredible. Everybody lost their minds over that. All right. So here's this. Dolores and Kelly are responsible for this. Now, in your kit, okay, in your kit, these will be 2 pieces of paper. And all I did was glue my orange to my red. All right. And then I took it over to my cutter after I glued it together. All right. And then I just cut it at a diagonal. Aw, Wendy, you're a sweetheart. She said, we don't watch just to comment. That's very nice. So now you have 2 pieces, and you're going to take the cut edge. We're going to add some ink. Don't forget to ink up that edge. And we're just going to glue it on, just like that. You can do this with any colors of paper, right? Oh, you guys, speaking of things that are coming. Oh, mercy. In November, not December. In November, I am going to have a tiny little micro release. And you're not going to believe what we're going to have. I have a new designer, Amaze Balls. And I have some of the cutest sets that you guys have ever seen on the planet. Yes! Clear sets. Everybody loves clear sets because it's so much easier. My sister just said we need to go to your house and play. She lives closer to you than... Cindy, bring it on, girl. I have plenty of space in my studio. Come on. All right. And then I'm just going to take the other one and go to the other outside. And that is as easy as this layout is. Isn't this something? And these 2 pieces are just 5 1/4 by 4. All right. And then 5 by 3 3/4. And you just stack them on. That's all there is to it. Simple as simple gets. Now we have this. I'm going to put my sentiment on its matching piece. I never can tell. Can any of you guys... Karina is not here today. Have you noticed? Karina's not here. Oh, you missed what I said about November. I'm going to have a little micro release. Yes, I can't wait to show you guys. It's so freaking cute. Anyway. So I'm going to put this on, all right? If you don't like pumpkins, which is the strangest thing in the world, but yes, I know you do. I love you anyway. And you can turn it this way if you want, okay? And then you have a card that's just fall. Me, on the other hand. When do the Christmas kits become available? As soon as I get them done. Seriously, as soon as I get them done. Hopefully within the next week and a half. Just make sure you're on our email list. You can sign up on our website, RileyandCompanyOnline.com. All right. And we're going to get that nice and straight. Ta-da! We're going to rub off the extra. Now these, okay, are going to be popped up, but first you have twine on this one. And all I did, I want to leave a little bit for my bow, okay? All I did was just hold a little bit off and wrap it. Looks like we're going to go twice on this one. We're going to tie a little bow on here. I'm all thumbs today. There we go. Isn't that a cute little bow? And I'm just going to take that and just trim off some edges. And you also have a really cool little leaf brad. All right. Got to start from the west. Oh my God. All right, double dog dare. Cindy, double dog dare. I'm telling you. Okay, so all I'm going to do with this brad is I'm going to take it and poke it through, and I'm just going to wrap it. Okay? There we go. Well, whatever you do, do it during the summertime so that we can, go out by the pool and partake in all of that fun stuff. So there is this piece. We're done. And all I'm going to do is I am going to put foam tape on the back of this one. And right there. So it's nice and secure and so it doesn't wobble on me, right? Hey, East Coast wants to come too. I'm down to go from the West Coast. Wouldn't it be fun if I just did a little retreat? Wouldn't it be fun if I did a retreat with Karen? I've talked to Karen about that. Do a Riley and Company, KB Riley. You guys could learn pop-ups. I'm telling you, it would be a lot of fun. Never say never, right? Okay, so that I just stuck on there with foam tape. Can you guys see that? Yeah. And this is going to sit right here. So we're only going to put foam tape on this part up here. There. Oh, I got to the end. Yes, a retreat. Oh, mercy. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I think doing a virtual event, would be so much fun too. Okay, ready? Okay, done. How easy was that, you guys? So simple. And I drew that out because we were talking. So that is this card. Somebody's gonna win it just by commenting. Yes, so let's go to our final card, which looks really difficult, but it is not. I promise. The retreat would be awesome. Come to the mega meet. I have done the mega meet. Yes, I have. I have taught at the mega meet. So here's all the pieces for this card. We will discuss that in a moment once I start putting stuff together. There are several pieces to this card, so be mindful when you pull them out. Okay, there's that. We have pre-cut all of these little guys for you. There's these. We're gonna kind of get them out here, lined up. Dolores even cut little leaves for you. I know, aren't they cute? Well, I think the consensus is that the retreat is a go. Kelly, hire you to come help. Miss Pittman used to work with me at my store. Kelly Pittman did. She's lovely. I keep wanting to buy one of the properties next door. There's a house on it at the moment. But I think it would be fabulous to have so that I could turn it into like a little, yeah, weekend, da-da-da, you know. Okay. Now this card is really super simple. I'm going to give you guys the measurements on this card. What is my website? RileyandCompanyOnline.com. Okay. Yes, we have done the mega meet before. It is quite the drive from where we live. It is a very, very long drive. And we don't do shows anymore because we got very busy after COVID and we just don't have the bandwidth to do them. And then I decided that we would do the craft roulette and do a couple booths. And I forgot how hard it is to do a booth. All right. But I'm going to give you the measurements on this card because I tried to recreate it. And this is a kit that you could buy from Photoplay. And now they're gone. So I will give you the measurements. when I get done. Now see these little tiny borders? That is where zip dry is so important. Okay, so I'm just basically putting my pieces together because I'm going to need them, okay? I'm just layering out my pieces. That's all I'm doing at this point. Test them first, then glue, then we're going to ink up the edges. Oh, we have plenty of time, don't we? I tried to, I don't know if any of you guys saw the stress-free card making event last weekend, but I tried to talk Laurel into doing a crafty podcast with me. I so think that would be so much fun. Laurel Beard, she is the host of that, her and Justine, and I think it would be so fun to do a little crafty news podcast. And we could tell everybody, you know, do crafty news every Monday night. I don't know. No, it's Dancing with the Stars. It'd have to be like Tuesday or Wednesday, or I don't know when. And do a little crafty podcast. I don't know how to do a podcast. That's no biggie. Hadn't stopped me yet. All right. So moving along. I haven't put the cap on my glue, so it's getting kind of gummy in there. I'll put this here and line it up perfect. And do the same with our other one. Yeah. Okay, so if this is a great way, or a great opportunity for me to show you. So this is rubber cement-ish, and it does get stuck in there kind of gummy if you leave it open while you're working. Easy remedy in my desk drawer. I always keep a toothpick, a very high dollar tool, and I just push it through, comes out the other end, all the gummy stuff, pull it out, get all the goop, throw it away. My hands will have glue on them, no biggie. I'm just going to go over the trash and rub them together and it will all come off. I promise. And I'm doing it over the trash because all of the little pieces, parts will get on my card. Okay, put this back on. Nope. Alrighty, just like that. And now we have glue. Flowing quite well. So, yeah, Photoplay announced that they had closed their doors. So if you guys like Photoplay stuff, I believe our friends at scrapbook.com has their stuff. Avery L went out as well, and I believe Simon Says and scrapbook.com has theirs as well. Okay, this is the card that you have. Now, for those of you that did not get the kit, what's the date of the December events? Oh gosh, I do not know. Okay. So what we're going to do, so the actual card base is a normal A2 size, okay? 8.5 by 5.5. All right? Easy peasy. So if you guys are writing this down, I know, toothpicks are expensive. No, they're not. All right, so just a regular half a sheet of paper, okay? The score on this is in the middle. So it is just fold in the middle, and watch this, fold again. So it's fold in half, fold in half. That's all. So the measurements on this one's pretty super easy. You got that, right? All right, now on this one, it's a little bit different. All right, you would think that you just take off like an inch or so. I struggled so much, so I'm going to give you this. Okay, the measurements of this one are 7.5 by 4.5. Okay. Now you're going to score at not in half. Don't fold this one in half. That's where the trick comes in. Okay. You're going to score at 3.25 inches from the right side, Peterson Arn, I'm not sure Peterson Arn is closing their doors. You guys, I'm going to interrupt your conversation for just a moment. I know that Peterson Arn declared bankruptcy, but that does not necessarily mean that they're closing their doors. So we all need to be really mindful about the information. I have not heard they're closing their doors. I've heard that they declared bankruptcy. So it can be really detrimental to a company if you say they're going out of business and they're not. So anyway, back here. 3 1/4 is where we're going to make our first score from the right side. Then you're going to measure in 2 1/8-ish. Okay, 2 1/8. All right, and do your next score. All right, so then once we have that, we're going to fold these. Ta-da! All right, so we are going to take our papers that we put together, set this to the side, and we are seriously just going to put these on, just like that. Yeah. I'm waiting for my glue, waiting and waiting. The measurements for the outside card, I will tell you guys again, are 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, half a sheet of card, okay? And then you're just going to fold your big piece in half and in half, right? In half and in half. That's what we're doing on this bottom card. And then I'll repeat that, the measurements, when we get to the other card. Yes, and I read every single post, even when it ends up being in the 1800s, 1900s, I read every single one of them. It's my Saturday afternoon ritual, truly. And I will also, you know what I'll do? If you go out, make sure that you subscribe, I think you have to ask to be in the Facebook fan group, okay? But I will post these in there as well. I'll post the card, and then I will post the dimensions for the bottom pieces as well. How's that? Okay? Yeah, my colors cardstock. I love photoplay. As you guys know, I mean, you have bought my kits for a long time. Photoplay paper was a huge piece of that, and the My Colors cardstock was invaluable. It's really sad. Okay, so we have this piece done, right? So now we are going to go here. All right. Yes, I love my customers. All right, so this piece here is 7 1/2, 7 1/2, right? 7 1/2 by 4 1/2. Now your first score line is 3 1/4. And then from that score line, you're going to measure over 2 1/8. All right, normally I don't do things this detailed, and you could buy these from Photoplay, which is why I did not want to share the measurements before, but I will share them now. Okay, I'm going to ink up my pieces. Oh, thank you, Joni. I appreciate you guys too, more than you know. Yeah, our industries, these tariffs and everything are really unfortunate, and they're hurting a lot of people. So support your locals, please. Support your local stores, your local manufacturers. All right, so I am just going to post these here. There. Post. Did you hear that? I'm just going to post these here. No, I'm not. I'm going to glue them. Yeah. Okay, so when I did the colors for these, what I tried to do, you'll notice on the card, you can't put a whole bunch of different mixy-matchy stuff. So I kept my base very simple colors, solid colors, which is this, okay? And then I put my pattern on here because A, there's less of it, and we're gonna glue that down right there. All right, Ta-da! We are ready to rock and roll. So the next thing that we are going to do, we're just going to go ahead. Let's just glue everything together so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. It's okay if you're not into all things pumpkin, really. More for me. Oh, hey, Paula. Yeah. Can we, you guys, during the video, can we not post other websites while I'm doing my thing? I'd really appreciate that so much. But there is a reference. They have them. I don't know how long they're going to have them for, but okay. Moving along. Here's our grass. Okay. Yes. Is the Riley and Company fan group different than the Riley and Company page? All right. Can someone go out there and find somebody that's in the fan group? Maybe Karina would normally do that, but she's not here. So what I'm going to do, this is from Karen Burniston, one of my favorite sets that I use of hers. Definitely one of my top 5. And this is the Nature Edges. And what I'm going to do, I cut one long strip. Okay, so I knew that it had to be over, right? Just cut it to 7, but I'm not going to glue it on all together. So, thank you, Miss Paula, thank you. All right, so I'm going to put a little glue down here on each one of them, but I'm not going to glue it all at once. I'm going to take this and there. And I lost my scissors. And then I'm going to go right up to that line and cut it off. Then I'm going to do the next one. And I'm going to stay in line, okay? Put it right up next to it. So it's going to look like it is, but it's going to make it easier to close your card. And I might have to put a little more glue on there. And then, of course, I'm going to cut it right here. Like that. And then put a little bit more. Here. There we go. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate that so much. Paula just listed the fan group. All right. And there we have our grass. And see, it makes it so much easier to move when you cut it like that, but it looks the same when you put it together. So we have that done. Now we're going to glue this piece. No, let's go ahead and, no, I think we're going to glue it to this. So now I'm going to show you how to assemble this. All you have to do is just center this bottom piece. Okay, fold it up and just center it to where it matches, right? Just like that. Put a little bit of glue right here. And you notice with the zip dry, you don't have to go on the insides, okay? Because it will squish out. When you put it down, it gets all nice and squishy and goes to the edge. And again, if it goes over the edge, just rub it off. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this, and I'm going to close this, and watch. That's exactly how it works. Let me do that again. So I'm going to open this, close that, and then I'm going to put some glue right here. Not over all of it, of course, or you'll glue your card shut. All right. Then, so I just opened the little one up all the way. I'm going to close this down, and I'm going to fold it over. Right? And I'm just going to hold it for a sec. And then look what happens. I know, right? For this, I am just going to put this right up in the corner. shall color. All things pumpkin. And this one, I can't get it picked up. All right, more for me. I'm gonna do this, and this, and this, and this. There. It makes it so much easier to do these if you don't have to keep looking at your, I need to write that down too. Dimensions, Z-fold dimensions. Do any of you guys do this? Like, whatever paper you have handy, you just start writing what you need to remember on fan page. Otherwise, it'll go in and go out. Just all right, so more for me. We're just going to put right there. And now let's color. I have about 10 minutes to color, and you guys know I can do it. Okay. This is what we're coloring. And don't throw this away either, because you can use this kind of grass in like a safari setting or something like that. Really easy. All right, I'm going to put my glue on there so it doesn't dry up on me. And pull out my Copics. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how easy this is to do. I'm going to do all of them at once, I think, because they all use the same colors. So let's start with a light yellow. And I'm going to put the light yellow in the center here. Okay. And I am just going to coat this with the yellow. And I'm not going to stay within the lines. I'm just going to go. This is my base color. I'm not going to put any on there. He needs a little up there. Okay. Now, when you have your kits, everything, all of these are all up here, okay? And if you want to learn more about, no, I did not fussy cut the pumpkin. We have a scan and cut for that. But you guys will be pleased to know, yes, that the new sets that are coming out are clear with new Rileys. They will have dies. Yes! All right, so now I'm going to use my lightest brown, which is my E31. And you just build color on this. This is what we're doing, okay? We're just going to build color. All right. And I'm going to flick up. And then I'm going to flick down. And I'm not doing it specifically. I'm just randomly doing that. I'm going to put all of the brown on this one too. And I like to have a base for my Copics to blend with. All right. So that's my E31. Then I'm just going to go to E33. And every time I add a color, all right, I'm going to do a little bit less, but I'm going to always do it around this edge and where there would be shadows. And then I'm going to go under here. I'm going to do it with less color, but there are some that are back in here, behind there. And for that, I'm going to use the same marker, okay? And I'm going to bring in more color. You can use the same marker more than once to get different colors, okay? So my first is going to be that color, right? And so I'll do that again. And then I'm going to put, I don't know if it'll work on this paper because this isn't Copic paper, but so I'm going to run a line here just to make sure I get that shadow, and then I'm going to bring it down again. But always bring it from here down and from there up. Okay, same with here, but we're going to bring this from the outside in. But not all the way. If you want to see more coloring videos, I've got a lot of coloring videos on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, lots of coloring videos. All right, so we have that. So I'm just going to bring in a little darker E35. If you guys color Riley, you have these colors, right? Again, we're going to start under the tab. Okay, and I'm going to intentionally go into where I know that there's colors behind there. There's no right or wrong to this, really, I promise. Just make sure you leave some of your yellow. Okay, how simple is that, right? Super easy. Now, that was 3 browns. Now, if you don't have that many browns, it's okay. Oh, I watched those when I've had a hard day. Cindy, that is so nice. That's so nice. All right, so now I've got E37. It's a darker. All right, all I'm going to do is use that dark right up there to give it that shadow, and a smaller line right above. I'm going to put that shadow line right here and right there, and just run it behind, because you want to make these stand out. Now, there are husks that are behind on here, and that's all I'm going to use this on, to just streak down. A little behind the pumpkin, down behind this line, and down on the bottom. Easy, huh? Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to do that one all along the bottom, because I know I need that shading down there. And we have it. Now, I'm going to go back on this one because it's kind of splotchy, see? Right? But I have got a layer of alcohol ink on here anyway. So, I'm going to go back with my very first color that I used. All right, my E31. And I'm going to come in, I'm just going to do circles. Just run little circles, not on the band, but just on the little wood. And I'm going to flick these in just to smooth them out a bit. Run some circles. And it blends it so beautifully. Okay, ta-da. And on these where you did the shadows, you can do the same thing. Just to soften the edges. But what I like about putting ink down first is it gives it a Copic base. All right. No, I do not. I'm sorry, Kelly, I don't have those. I only have what I have here. Oh, I missed this. So we're just going to pick any brown. Okay, probably 35. And bring this across. And then take a little darker brown. And just do the edges. And then come back with the 35. And blend it out. Okay, that's that. With those same colors, I've got to hurry a little bit. We're going to do Riley real quick. Okay, he's an easy guy. And somebody's going to win this card. So, I'm going to do my Riley, get a nice base on him of E33. All right, so then I'm going to use him again where it would be darker. All right, I'm going to bring my E35 in and just give him some shadows under here. Some shadows around there, some shadows behind there and in his ears. I'm going to use my forgot the 47, so I'm going to use 49. And do his ears. And his antlers, and his little hooves. Alright, and then on to the pumpkin, and I'm going to grab 2 yellows and 2 oranges. And on the yellows, I have that. I'm going to bring in a little darker yellow out here. And along here and along the bottom. Okay. And then up here and there. Alright, now we're going to come in with our orange color. So I used 04. YR04. Alright, and I'm just going to bring them down. And then I'm going to bring them up, down, and up. See, pretty simple, huh? Go along this edge. All right, I'm going to do it again with the same colors. Make sure you get some back under his arms because that's where it's going to be darkest. See how it gives it a little bit more shading? I'm going to come back with my darkest yellow, the 35. Nope, my 38. And I'm just going to run circles to just kind of fill that in. It'll still be that yellow underneath. And it blends it in, but you still have that shadow, okay? And up here, yep. All right, and I have one last dark color, and I'm just going to pull those underneath, all right, where the shadows would be, and a little along the bottom, because there would be shadows there too, right? And down in here, just a little bit, and back in the corners. Just like that, and we're done. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Only I'm going to use a darker color on that one, and I'm going to use my lighter color to come in. Just like that, easy peasy, huh? And use my yellow to blend it out. Let's throw some leaves on here. I'm going to get this done. Oh, I have 2 minutes. All right, you guys are going, she might not get the apples done. Yes, I will. Watch this. Leaf, 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 and just a red, and we're going to come in and color them all and glue them down. So make sure you get your comments in. Don't forget about our specials. By the time I'm done, people forget to go shop. Go shop. So you've got 75% off the MFT section, the MFT clearance section. Okay, that's one of them. You have got, let's see, specials for the funny bones, 20% off the whole set if you buy them as a set. We have the bundle of dress ups. We have the bundle of the 2 dies that you can get as well. Ooh, 44. Now with these leaves, the leaves you're just going to attach. I'm going to glue this on. Guys, think I can do it? Because I really wanted to show you the card that I'm going to make. I'm going to put that, I'm going to lean it over the edge just a bit, okay? Just a tiny bit. The apples are going to tuck down in there. Just like that. And my little cards, or my little leaves, I'm going to put one in his hand. No, put one in his hand. Okay. It says, doink, see? Blue. Done. Okay. That card's done. Somebody's going to win it. You guys come back and see me. Come back and see me. This is what I'm doing for the Karen Burniston class. All right. This is the card that was in the kit. Yay. The gingerbread. My take. All right. This was what was in the kit. My take on that. Ta-da. Can you believe this card? And I will be back at, I believe, 11:45. So, thank you for everything, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye, everybody.